What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We back. Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know who that is. What up, HV Hustle? He was here earlier. Okay, hold on. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hold up. Are we okay, cool. So where is oh shoot. I done moved this mug all the way up. Hold up. So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Kills on your phone. Money still long. Team is forever ever strong. And guess who is back in the building? We ain't did this in a minute. Tell them what's up, Breezy.
What's up? What's up?
Now where you been at, man? Juice man, where you been at?
Uh, I've been busy taking care of business, still technically taking care of business, and I figured I'd pop out right quick
Mm.
to a show real fast and then probably get back to taking care
Yeah,
of
he
business.
he said he got to pop out the show. No, don't say it. He be. We'll talk about that later. Like probably I don't know until I don't even know how much later we want to talk about it, but I'm trying to make sure.
I
Okay,
don't know if
cool.
we should. You might end up in a lawsuit.
No, man, I ain't man. Drake know what it is. I know. Look, you know Drake know what it is. You know it's a look. It's all
Apparently, his
good.
lawyers do too.
Nah, but this is the thing about that. We go. Let's. I'm gonna get on my FYBJ man, and let's start there. The thing with
Mm.
Drake, right? And I guess I'll go ahead and find it real fast, right? The thing with Drake and the thing that and I get it because if anybody else if don't nobody else feel Drake, I feel Drake. You know what I'm saying? What up, Stella? Um oh that was me with the test light. If anybody else feel Drake, I feel Drake. Like there's nobody on earth that probably feels Drake the way that I feel Drake. Let me go ahead and bring us over here to the Discord while I pull it up. What up Chris Walker, I look like George Floyd. Okay. We already got the clout chasers up in there. They didn't let the clout chasers in the door. He already you know, and he looked like Belitro, but it's all good. Um
Mm.
so anyway, I don't look nothing like that man. But rest in peace of George Floyd. But
Yeah, rest in peace to George.
yeah, man. But why we the whole Drake thing, right? I just feel actually I'm not gonna play it. I just feel like when it comes to Drake and when it comes to the whole lawsuit and things of that nature, because we finna get into I can't even think. We finna get into the Xbox thing, but I just feel like he lost the battle, but he could have won the war if he wanted to. You feel me? Like he could have won that if he wanted to. And I just feel like when you're talking about a guy who did put a lot of people on and stuff like that in the label and everything, I feel like the label wanted him gone. They don't want to pay him 600,000. Like they figured, okay, we made as much money we was gonna make. He ran it up. We was able to survive off of him for through the quarantine, through everything else like that, and they paid a bunch of people off to make sure that you know what I'm saying, that happened. And instead of him he realized it too late, and that's why we at where we at. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now is the time for him to just I would say drop the lawsuit and disappear. You know what I'm saying? Disappear. Take your money and run. Don't even look. Sell. I would sell the house, all the houses. He got some place low key in Texas. I would sell that, move to the other side of Texas, and disappear. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
send his albums out, but don't tour. Feel that keep giving people the albums. Don't hold the albums. Don't hold the heat. But give the people what they want to see and what they want to hear, but just go away. And then, just take a year off, let him you know what I'm saying? You know, and so that's really all I
Yeah.
got to say on that. Before we get to that, I also want to get to this clip from Willie. We just gonna get all this out the way before we get to the meat and potatoes of
Okay.
the stream. Let's go ahead on and everybody was roasting Nelly and roasting. I'm not gonna play this clip from Snoop Dogg, but I realized the reason why Snoop performed Trump and Breezy put this up here for me was that Snoop pardoned Harry O 4 years ago before he left office. And so that I believe is the reason that Snoop went ahead and performed. And I think I'm gonna make this probably a clip. What you think, Breezy? You think that's the reason that he went ahead and did it?
More than likely, yeah. The money was an afterthought. He's like, hey, this guy got my partner out, and
I know
he
what I
asked me to do him a
said.
favor because I owe him, and he did him a favor.
Okay, so now this is what you know Nelly had to say, and then hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Did it show up? Oh, I'm gonna just show. So because it was showing. Hold on. It was showing. This is the Rolling Stone. Okay, it did show it. This is the Rolling Stone piece. Y'all can go look it up. And so we're not saying definitively this is probably the reason that he did it. You know what I'm saying? A favor for a favor. And here is the Willie D and Nelly clip right here. I don't feel like Nelly should have gave a explanation. I mean, because he got a song that said, Country Grammar, his debut song, he said, well, not debut song, but his first smash hit single that we all know him from is like Let Me In Now. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Let Me In. Like, we already know the song. So we know that Trump is paying, and we know that, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. So let's play the clip. Shout out to Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, man.
D Live.
Considering the backlash that you've received for agreeing to this performance, right?
But I've been getting backlash. I've been getting backlash my whole career. That don't bother me.
But this particular backlash is different.
Right.
How do you reconcile your artistic choices with the diverse political beliefs of your fan base?
That's my fan base. If my fan base really have
Can't hear video
a
audio.
political,
You can't. Hold on, let's run it back. I got the desktop on. Let me turn it up a little bit. Let's run it. Let me run it back. I'm gonna run it. Start it right here.
Piece of your fan base.
That's my fan base.
Thank you for
if
checking,
my
Bree.
fan base really have a political belief, right? Here's the thing. Like I agree in family first.
Yeah, no, I don't hear the video audio.
I believe in family first.
I'm trying to make sure I can hear you.
Family before politics. Family above and beyond. Like right. Like so.
Hold on.
Now we don't always.
We gotta pause there. I'm glad you said something because it was on earlier, but I don't know because we got window capture, we got desktop audio.
There it go.
Oh, it's on. Okay.
Yep.
Just had to turn it up.
Seem like we're making those choices sometimes when we're.
Let me run it back one more
when we
time
grow up
for
the way
y'all.
that I believe in family first. Period. Family before politics. Family above and beyond. Like right. Like so. Now we don't always seem like we're making those choices sometimes when when we grow up the way that we grow up. Sometimes when we in the hoods and we're doing certain things, it's like no, you're not putting your family first when you out there hustling, or you're not really putting your family first. Like we can rationalize that and say that we are. But really we're not because we're taking certain choices. But in our hearts, we truly believe that. So in this type of situation, if my fans are so if politics is above and beyond anything other than what that person stands for, what that person has done, then I apologize that I quote unquote let you down, because I thought you was riding with me for the scholarships that I've been giving away since I've been in this business. I thought you was riding with me for the people that I got signed up on the bone marrow stem cell registry that was all record breaking and helping people save lives. I thought you was riding with your boy for the children that we visit at Children's Hospital to Brains. I thought you was riding with me for the bikes and the presents and the things that we give away to unfortunate kids at Christmas. I thought you was riding with me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices, and I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say should be done. If you follow what I do, this shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to
No. She didn't invite me.
She didn't invite me either, man. I was gonna do all
I'm
at
just
home.
saying. I don't knock the ones that
No.
the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money.
He's hilarious.
To do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect.
Kamala didn't invite a lot of people.
It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country, have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever.
What do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist, and here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create.
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years. That had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacist. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, oh, okay, is he written to him now? So nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So
he missed the one thing.
We can talk about past, but we never want to talk.
I'm gonna stop right here. So I'm gonna just say this. Me personally, I feel, and I'm gonna drop Willie D alike and Nelly alike before we keep going, because we got to get to this Xbox thing. But I feel like with us, and I got to be careful on how I say this, but I just feel like with black folks, we got to learn to stick together and work together, regardless of who's in office, regardless of who voted for who you stand behind, Republican or Democrat. We put too much emphasis on who's in office instead of working together in our own communities. Just because somebody, like, I had this conversation with somebody with Freddie Gibbs, whose album "You Only Die Once" is phenomenal. I don't care about because if I cared about ethics and stuff and morals in my rap music, I would only listen to Christian hip hop. I would only listen to D1, Lecrae, 1K Few, Miles Minnick, some of the sisters that do CHH. I would Flame, shout out to Flame. I would only listen to them. My boy, shout out to Tori Deshawn too on the east side. My boy Gully Mark. I would only listen to them. I would not listen to hip hop if I was worried about what Freddie Gibbs did in his bedroom, how he felt about Griselda being cool with Jim Jones after they allegedly smacked him up. You know what I'm saying? And when they had their situation down in Dallas, I wouldn't be listening to like the many stories about 21 Savage because he was affiliated with with at one point with No Plug, and you know what happened with No Plug, and everybody that's on this channel know what happened between Bankroll Fresh and No Plug, and even though No Plug came back and said what he said, you know what I'm saying, I can sit up here all day long and criticize and break down and everything else like that. I'm not condoning what Nelly did, nor am I condemning it because I honestly, whatever you decide to do last year in the voting booth, whatever you decide to rep, that's none of my business. It don't affect me. You feel me? And I feel like regardless of what happens now, we as black brothers and sisters gotta come forward. And I gotta say this on this podcast. We can't be everybody is for themselves and we have to come together. But I will say this. Every black man has to make sure, because he said something earlier, his family first. His God and his family first. Breezy, you got anything before we let the rest of the clip rock?
Um, I don't know why Nelly's even explaining himself because it's a job. He's an entertainer. He got paid to go perform and he performed. If you want entertainers, because like, weren't we just yelling at entertainers about shutting up doing the big C when they were singing We Are the World? And they had these giant commercial grade stainless steel refrigerators packed full of groceries and stuff. Like, people, I think, are very. Actually, let me rephrase that. I think what it is you have a lot of people who are relying on social media to dictate to them how they're supposed to feel. And that is the wrong way to do things. Like when you question some of their beliefs and why they think a certain way, they can only go so far as what they've been told on social media. I don't care if Snoop performed, Nelly performed, Boozy performed, who else was up there? Soldier Boy performed because they just doing the job, they just getting the bag, and it's like, yeah, they already got money, they should stand for something. But it's like, did we not see one of the biggest artists in the world, which was Kanye at the time, stand next to Trump and try to get a bunch of stuff done during Trump's first term?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what artist,
or
what
Ice
rapper,
Cube.
or Ice Cube, what rapper, what singer, what other celebrity, black actor, actresses, whatever you want to call them, went up to President Joe Biden and was like, hey, we need to get this done, we need to get that done. Which ones were them or publicly up there trying to do something? The last time we seen an artist perform with a president that was in our sphere was Jay and Beyonce at Obama's first inauguration.
Chris said
And
Michelle,
Obama screwed
and they
over
canceled.
our community. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Go
Chris
ahead.
said Michelle. They canceled Chris Ep the hell out of Chris Ep Michelle. But I say this:
I don't think she's not canceled.
nah, I
She's
gotta
not
say,
canceled at all.
no, she was canceled. She was canceled, and I gotta say
Not at
this:
all.
I gotta say this, as a little pushback on the Obama thing. I feel like we didn't show up. I said as far as the community didn't show up and keep the people, you know what I'm saying, that was next to Obama when he first came in. Because I got my first job, and the job that I'm currently on now is because I was a part of that job program, and I felt like if we showed up in the same masses and if we lobbied and campaigned, this goes back to what I said earlier about black folks coming together. Everybody, not to get too deep. I'm not saying that he was perfect, but I was just saying that in the beginning we had an opportunity in the window and we missed it. and I feel like
We didn't miss the window on opportunity. We showed up for him in 2008
no,
in
no, no,
huge
no, no,
numbers.
no. I'm not talking about for him. I'm talking about we still the local. Uh, the Gonorval. Am I saying that right? The Gonorval race. For our senate.
The governor races
Yeah,
in our
yeah, yeah.
local.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Even with
saying.
that, but here's the thing with those. Even with those, right? It's always going to be somewhat of a trickle down effect. If we want to see real change, we're going to have to pull our resources and do it ourselves.
That's what I was gonna
Because
say. Yeah, because it's not
they have
people.
shown they've shown over the last 50, 60 since Dr. King's time, they're not they don't care. They're just going to
Well,
implement a
I
benign
say.
neglect policy.
Well, I say this because as me and you do, and I don't want this to be the political podcast, this Beatz and Bitz podcast. I was just saying, you right, but part of us doing it for ourselves is also putting people, lobbying for people that are represent us because too often,
We don't have to do that, bro.
well, not, I
We
mean,
don't. That's the old way of thinking.
I'm gonna say,
When them Cubans come here, hold on. When them Cubans come here, they don't lobby to get a Cuban person in office to get them Cuban policies. They get together. You get 50 of them in one house with one bathroom. One part of the family goes to do mercantile. The other family does roofing. The other family does electrical. The other family does gardening.
or
And by the
textile,
time you look around 5 years later,
they
they
already
have the
up.
whole neighborhood.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I live in
You right.
Florida. Florida is very biracial. We have a big Cuban, Spanish, Asian, Korean population here, Haitian, Jamaican, people from the Bahamas, Bahamian, all over the place. And there are literal multiple blocks, same way as in New York, multiple blocks where it's like soon as you cross the street,
They got the
all
whole
the signs have English and Spanish underneath them.
Yeah, because they built that, and that's what we got to get back to.
And that's what we have to
because
do.
we got
Yes, we have to go back to
we
just
basically
building
saying
stuff and pooling our resources.
we basically saying the same thing. That's
No, I'm saying ignore the politicians. I'm
well,
saying ignore the National
that's
Black
why
Caucus,
I said
ignore
that
the
at the beginning.
celebrities.
I said
ignore
that at the
all of
beginning.
them. Just do it on our own.
That's what I was just finna say because I'm not like Nelly said. I'm not looking for Nelly to be a role model as far as my political choices. I'm not looking for him to be a role model even as a man for me because everything that Nelly represent don't represent me. Like, and I'm one of the biggest original Nelly fans. Like, I had Air Force Ones and you know what I'm saying, in Vocal jerseys. All I wanted, like, I had family members that worked with him, so they worked with him in the past. They don't work with him now, so don't, you know what I'm saying. But
even if they did, it's not a problem.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want nobody. Oh, who is this? Because I don't want nobody. Because what happens is we attack, and it's the other part to it too. I was so glad because Nelly just announced he was doing a thing with Metro. They're doing a dual. They're doing a dual. What is it? Festival. It's called I think it's called the I forgot the country hold down a hay rock something right there. I forgot what it's called, but it's gonna be half hip hop, half country, and I think it's gonna be really really big. And I think that I hate that it's a stain kind of on his name. Like I think St. Louis is really no. I'm saying in St. Louis it's really a big backlash. Like it's a huge backlash because people don't follow people as art. When we were coming up, Breezy, people followed people as artists. We didn't follow their lifestyle. We followed the music, and we might have aspired to be okay. We want to put on for our city. We want to take care of our mama, retire our mama, and this, that, and the third. But we, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't.
I want to say something really offensive here.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Breezy.
First of all,
don't do it, Breezy.
I just need 60 seconds. Just give me 60 seconds. Let me get my phone. I'll put a shot clock on myself. All Let me give myself 60
and the
seconds.
views of Breezy is of his own, and not
Let me get my phone.
and
All
not
right, I gotta stop. I
the
gotta stopwatch it for the next 60 seconds.
This is
Okay, here we
all
go. Here we
Breezy.
go.
All right, hold on, wait a minute.
All right, all right, all right. So I hear everything you're saying, and like I said, I'm gonna be a bit of an asshole here for the next 45 seconds I got here. Nelly, while he is from St. Louis, and I know there's a large attachment to Nelly, in that state and, what he did for the people around there, Nelly is much larger than St. Louis. Nelly could give a flying rat's ass how a handful of people feel in St. Louis because those 5 to 10, let's say it's 100, let's say 100,000 people, they don't amount to shit when Nelly books his tickets and he goes overseas. It don't matter. Y'all opinion don't matter. My opinion don't matter. I don't like when Florida and all these T-Pain does silly shit. It don't matter how we feel at the end of the day because he's an international artist. Once they hit international, it's a wrap. Like they don't care. Like Nelly don't care. And that's my 60 seconds.
All right, let's finish
I'm
this
done.
clip.
iPad.
Let's finish
We
this
bring
clip
up
up,
if
and then we
iPads
gonna
get
go
brought
to
up
the developer
in our
direct.
community for a lot of what
All
our men
right.
did. We always call it rehabilitate. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won.
I think if Trump, some of these ways, like with the housing discrimination that he participated in back in the 80s, if that was the a one off, if that was, or even if he had some other things going on where he looked like a bigot to us, that might be one thing. But it's another thing when he starts saying things like when you have a situation where you have Black folks getting their heads blown off by the police with impunity, and Trump says, I'm going to give them even more impunity.
Hold on.
We're going to be the ones affected the most by something like
impunity. He's not giving them.
He didn't say he was going to give them impunity. He said he was going to give them immunity.
Right. Not for working outside of your job. Nobody's going to give anybody immunity to go around and shoot and kill people, right? That means he could go around and shoot and kill the president. But that's what he said he was going to do. That means police can go around and shoot and kill the president. No, if you look at that law, it says outside of the scope of their job. It's the same thing, and a lot of us would agree right now that the police already have it, right? So why would we think that would mean that if they're not paying now, then they're not going to pay, right? Listen.
Man, don't hit me with the bird, man, dog. Don't hit me with the bird.
Yeah. No, because I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I don't want to get into, rhetoric and regurgitation of what, back and forth on either side is happening because that's not it. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. Because if you're saying in the 80s, hippie would have been a one-off. Well, okay, I'm not okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right here because honestly,
all right,
I'm with you, Breezy, because I feel like he shouldn't even have said nothing. Soldier Boy came out. This is what Soldier Boy said. Hold on, I gotta play it. I gotta play what he said. Oh my God, hold on, I gotta hear what he said. Hold on. Because this is what
it's about the dead presidents. Only presidents that's dead. So my only dead president. Oh y'all. Oh God. I really don't give about Trump. I really don't give about you. I really don't give about Obama. I really don't give about my damn self. So you think I give about y'all? Something. All I care about is this money. You talking about, nigga? I can eat.
Wow. Whoa, I'm glad they muted it, but Big Soldier has spoke, and Ross ain't said not a thing. So my thing with that is to everybody that's watching, stop making these people your idols. Soldier Boy, Snoop, Nelly, like Breezy said, once they hit a certain level, these folks don't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying? It's about them and their families. You are paying them. So if you gon' so this is what I'm gonna say to anybody. If you don't care, and a lot of y'all, especially in St. Louis, y'all felt like that about Nelly for a long time. You was looking for something for you to jump out there and say what you was gonna say about Nelly. So all I'm saying to everybody is this, and I'm gonna just keep it a bean. We have to stop looking for celebrities to save us. We got to stop looking for the system to save us. And like Breezy said, if we don't come together right now as black men and women, then it's going to continue to go downhill. We can live in beautiful neighborhoods if we just took care of them, if we just did it just like everybody else, things would be different. We would move up. Our kids could go to the best schools. They can go to Disneyland. They can wear nice clothes. They can have nice things. But are you willing to work for it? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not taking up for Nelly. I'm not taking up for Snoop. I'm not taking up for Nelly. I'm just saying, and we gonna move forward. Same thing with Drake and Kendrick. People turning on Drake. Drake showed everybody, like I was touching on earlier, Drake showed everybody what it meant to be together, what it meant to be one. He brought us Afro beats. He brought us UK rap. He brought back, Jamaican rap, Jamaican music, and reggae tone in a time that we wasn't even tripping off of what was going on across. Not the reason why Central C, the reason why Heady One, Wiz Kid, Tim's, all these different people was because Drake did the work 7, 8, 9 years ago, putting out views, putting out Scorpion, putting out the mixtape, putting out this, that, and the third, and it gave people a platform. He did it over and over and over and over again, and I understand his frustration. But for the love of God, for Drake, you gotta go away. I went away for a long time. I took like a 5 or 6 year break before 2018, before I went viral with the Mortal Kombat, and then ever since then I started streaming, started being more and more, started getting more and more and more consistent, and then me and Breezy at one point was doing the podcast a lot, and then I would take breaks and stuff like that, and now Breezy had to take a break, but that's why we back here. That's why we here, and just gonna keep pushing forward with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep I told y'all last year I was gonna keep the podcast up. I had some personal things to do the last couple of days, so y'all haven't really seen me posting since the whole TikTok ban and unban and everything else. And I'm praying that they keep it here in America, because this show, everything has really grown because of this. Shout out to my people over there on TikTok. Shout out to who is that just like? Shout out to Blaster Force. Shout out to Kitty over in the chat. Uh Let me see here. Kitty's just like, is Breezy YT. No, he ain't.
Wait, what?
He far from it,
Why?
dog. Kitty was saying, I'm gonna talk to her later. I'm gonna talk to her later.
In the chat.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. You can't see it. So let's get to this
Oh,
Xbox
whatever.
developer direct. Let's go ahead on. Let's play it because it happened a little bit earlier. There we go. Breezy ain't seen it yet. He's seen a couple things, but
Oh no, I went and pulled up all the trailers and stuff.
oh, okay. He went and looked at. So we gonna really just go through all games that day one on Game Pass, Xbox game. Okay, cross play. Okay, cross saves, cross progression. So we gonna go ahead and we gonna recap. We might need even go through the whole thing. Um,
No, we don't need to do that.
yeah, okay, cool. So we just gonna get to the gameplay, and I saw most of it earlier. I didn't get to see this beginning part. But you know, the fact that a lot of people. This is Ninja Gaiden right here. Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm gonna probably mute this so we don't get what you call them. But how you feel about this, Breezy? Because Itagaki is not involved. A lot of people.
I'm worried. I mean, I'm happy there's a new Ninja Gaiden, but at the same time, I'm worried because Platinum Games is involved, and Platinum has been hemorrhaging staff because they've been doing a lot of bait and switching where they'll get brought on to make a game or work on a game and use the funds from that game to work on another passion project they be having. And that's why a lot of staff have been leaving. That's why Camilla left. That's why the guy that did Astral Chain left and took like 7 people with him. Like, I am very concerned if this even can come out. It's also why Microsoft canceled Scalebound, because apparently Scalebound was a project for like 6 years with them, and they had just not been meeting deadlines, and they were stringing Microsoft along for a long time, using the money to work on other stuff like Bayonetta and a couple other projects. So
it looked good.
We'll see.
It looks good.
I mean, but this is early preview stuff. Like,
yeah, and then they did Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, which y'all gonna see here in a second. That's already on Game Pass. So if they did some quality of life stuff, because they did the HD collection, but then they did Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black or Sigma? I don't know how. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they did, but we can fast forward through it. It looks good though. I have to say that this looks good. Let me go ahead and skim through here. So this is Sigma 2 right here. Or is it Black? Is it Sigma 2 or is it Ninja Gaiden Black 2? Because we've already had Sigma, and we go back. We're too fast. We're gonna look and see, because it looks
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
Okay, Ninja Gaiden 2. So this is okay, because they did Sigma, which was just the HD version, and the fact that they doing this, you know what I'm saying? This is a little taste of what they gonna do, because it's in Unreal Engine 5. It's a complete overhaul of the game. If this is what they can do, and this remake or whatever is good, you know what I'm saying? If they doing it, if I don't know if Team Ninja is doing this. So then Platinum and Team Ninja is collaborating for Ninja Gaiden 4. And it's a new protagonist and everything else like that. Okay. So all right. Okay, so now we going over to South of Midnight. And I actually cannot wait for this game, honestly. I love New Orleans. I got to go back now as a grown adult. But this game, as far as action adventure games go, I think it's breaking new ground. Just, having, having this game being set down there and playing off the folklore and everything else like that. Like, I can't wait for it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they did Contrast, and I mean, we Happy Few. I gotta go back and play that, because it didn't really, to me, it didn't, from what they promised, it wasn't what it was. But this right here, I feel like they really putting their foot in it. They really going crazy with the look and feel, the gameplay, everything that they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that we gotta, like, this is what I felt like what Forspoken should have been. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, like, the fact. Well, I'm gonna go back and play Forspoken, because I know a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that. I got a lot of backlash because because at the time my
Your time
console.
would be better spent taking a shit than going
No.
back to
Well,
play
no, I'm gonna give it a
Forspoken.
first shake because I feel like with the Square Enix and their team over there, what they did, what I'm saying, it wasn't. I mean, the dialogue, I could, it's hit or miss, but at the same time, I felt like the
It's the
gameplay.
main part of the game.
Well, the game, I mean, yeah, but it's like the gameplay was fun. The gameplay loop was fun for me. It just when it dropped, it had the performance issues. Y'all know that my console at the time was kind of messed up. So, um, I want to give it a first shake now. It's on PlayStation Plus. I want to download it. I want to see if that makes a difference because I did have the same thing happen with me with Horizon. So I want to give the game another shake. But this right here looks really, really next level. I can't wait to play it. And we're gonna move on to Expedition 33. I forget what the subtitle is, but I am excited for this one because it's a Kepler Entertainment developed game. I forget. Sandfall is one of their studios. I like that they let Sandfall kind of take the lead. Like I like Kepler's to me is like the A24 because they published specific Claire Obscure Expedition 33, but Kepler they did Otros, they did Flintlock, they did Pacific Drive, and now they doing this, and I can't wait for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Oh
just
yeah,
it
this is this side of all everything announced. This is probably what I'm the most excited for.
yeah, and you could and if you want to read more about the game, it's if you have Libby, you can read Edge magazine. If you got a library card, just get on there and get Edge magazine. Um, it looks it's on. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up right now, but um, yeah, man, check that out. Trying to see where it's at. I gotta find it, but um, is it Edge on here? But yeah, this looks dope. Like it reminds me of a lot of the old school um RPGs. It reminds me of
It the mechanic they have and where you can parry with the whole party before a boss attack hits reminds me of Legend of Dragoon. Because
okay.
in that game it had a similar attack system or combat system where it was active but turn based. So like when you did an attack, if you pressed, the on screen prompt
But
in the right time, it would do a follow up attack. And then if
mm-hmm.
they got attacked you could press just before they hit the parry. So I'm looking for
Who's that? So because I think I seen that. Do they go up to I think yeah. So this is the 33rd expedition, and then so of course you know April 24th is dropping. So I'm excited for it. I mean, we're not gonna go through the whole thing, and we're gonna just go ahead on Doom the Dark Ages. I just finished Doom Eternal, the DLC, and we're gonna go ahead and just watch this right quick. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch this part.
It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom the Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Oh wait a minute, music. Hold up. So Breezy, what you think about this? This is a prequel. I mean, because the
I like Doom, but I never finish them.
okay, you got to finish them because actually you know what? Start
I
with
struggle
this.
to finish them.
Start with this one because this is the prequel to the one in 2016 and then Doom Eternal. This is basically this is a prequel and a real like you're gonna get the backstory behind Doom guy. So like you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that they got all these enemies on screen, the fact that they got all the like it's just to me, I felt like Doom Eternal was dope, and then the fact that they taking it up a whole nother level with with the Dark Ages, and then you know what I'm saying, like he got a shield now, he got the sword, he got all like it's just I can't wait
Mm.
for it because it's like it's you want to see how we got to where we got to in the ancient ones, and it's like
I'm wondering who's gonna do the music because for Doom Eternal they had a little fallout. The guy who produced the music in the dev team. So I'm wondering what the music's gonna be like.
yeah, I don't want to play it because they gonna hey, but this
Yeah.
just to play it without the audio to just look at the visuals and stuff like that and the gameplay. It looks amazing. It looks next gen. This is what I wanted a next gen game to look like. So they say
Yeah.
jump and shoot, run and gun, jump and shoot, and then we'll ask you to stand and fight. Okay, okay. So they slowed the game down because because I very much felt like Doom 2016 was that. So now we're gonna be able to okay. So they just switched it up, and so we still got the weapons that we had before, and it breezy. You go just so this is what I'm saying to say. Play this because play
No, I'll
Doom.
play it. I don't know if I'll finish it. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'll tell you because these last two games have been magnificent, and I feel like this is what next gen is supposed to be to me. You know what I'm saying? This is what next gen is supposed to be to me, and I feel like when it comes to shooters, FPSs, and stuff like that, this is gonna be that joint. So we're gonna go past this just so we get to the last little trailer part, and we're gonna react to it, and then just you know what I'm saying. So we got some okay, they got the gameplay footage here. So we've been looking at it, but it's been we're gonna get to the yeah. So this is before, and I don't want to give it away, but this was everything. This is before the first game, before like the reason that Doom guy is on the crusade that he is on, you know what I'm saying, is because it is. And it's not the way because I used to think it was just like, all right, this is uh kind of like it was in the Bible, but it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like the narrative is totally different. It's shifted. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of different people, a lot of different characters from the older games, and
Right.
like like they saying here on screen, it's gonna be dope to play this game and kind of get the backstory of what happened because they ended it in Doom Eternal. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you do get around to it, Breezy,
Oh,
but
I don't care about it being
I think
spoiled.
this is gonna be like one of the biggest games uh of the year. Like
Okay.
hopefully GTA 6 don't come and step on it in May. But the fact that like you've never seen like they are confident and that they spend time to you know what I'm saying? You could tell this is what a AAA studio looks like, sounds like, plays like, and it get better each and every time. So,
So what is Ubisoft?
well, let's talk about that before I get up out of here because I do got to get up out of here.
Me too.
Because we get ready. I'm gonna go ahead on and drop it right now and let everybody know if you're in the St. Louis area, pull up to Project House Party. You know what I'm saying? I will be live streaming from Project House Party with the Gateway Blurs and my Treasures Nightlight STL family. It's a big this is a big honor and pleasure for me. Um Y'all know how long I've been working, and I actually reached out to Glenn and the Gateway Blurs because I wanted to take this up a notch. You know what I'm saying? I really, really wanted to take this up a notch, and I really wanted to bring the people that's like me, that's like Breezy, that's like L, and create a space where we can actually come out and play in the real world. Because I think a lot of people we're like online that we don't go outside. And I'm glad that shout out to Mac Rush, um, the owner, operator, promoter, um, like basically the captain of the ship over there at Treasures for giving me this opportunity. And yeah. And we're gonna get into Ubisoft real quick. So with the whole Ubisoft situation, I don't know how to feel, Breezy, because I actually feel like, and I'm gonna bring this back up on the screen. I actually feel like with Ubisoft and a lot of other companies, they chasing that bag. And when you chase that bag, it's not. I think Xbox gets it because that's why they went and they got because they need time to make Halo. They needed time to do Perfect Dark. They needed time, and I forget. Did they collab with Ubisoft on Perfect Dark? I forgot. But um, Capcom, hold on, Capcom, they get it. You know what I'm saying? They get it. They get it. They giving us the older games. They giving us new Resident Evil. They giving us new about to give us some new Mega Man. They giving us some new. They giving us new stuff. So like they're giving us what we want. You feel me? Konami giving us what we want. Sega giving us what we want. Like they have all realized that hey, we cannot continue. Everybody is not going to be 2K, right? 2K or even EA, as much as flack as we give them, people will not stop, can't stop, won't stop buying those EA games. You feel me? They're not gonna stop. I would even say Square, even though even though that a couple of the games they haven't sold as well, the games have been phenomenal, and we've been getting remakes. We've been getting remakes, remasters of games we've been wanting. Like people just gotta understand that the money is only gonna money if people feel like it's worthy of an investment. Like I think WB, Ubisoft, a lot of these other companies gotta wake up and smell the coffee and smell the roses and realize that hey, we can't all make 100,000 every year. I mean, 100 million every year. We got to be cool with making maybe 10 or 15. And I think what it is you got top brass, you got the CEOs, the shareholders. They're getting their money. So this is why the budgets are so big. If I get 300 million for a game, right? I would say 50 of that would be their operational costs. So if it take $10 million to pay for the whole building, I'm getting my 30 ball off the rip every year, every quarter or whatever it is. That the family that owns Ubisoft, please, for the love of God, you got to have enough money right now to retire. Think about your legacy. Think about your titles. Think same thing with Warner Brothers. I know y'all got unlimited money because it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is a pillar in the movie industry, and but you can't just make everything be about the bag. You gotta see what the fan base wants, and you also gotta make it for a limited budget. Stop crunching all your employees. Like that's why like I've been playing indie games, right? I'm gonna pull up my Steam. Who was that just shout out to my boy PS4 John Gotti in the building. Um, because the reason why the games ain't selling and people just watching game and the people the games that people's watching, I'm gonna bring it up. It would have to do an update, Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to do an update, but no, like I'm just saying, like you have to look and see. It's indie games. I'm having a blast, Breezy, playing the indie games, playing the some of the anime games from not the anime games, some of the indie games, some of the games from the different. Like I said about Expedition 3333, it's Kepler Interactive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go look and see, unless they changed over. Like, let me look and see real quick. Yeah, they got rematch online multiplayer football. Okay, cool. Claire Obscure Expedition 3333 Flintlock, which is on Game Pass. I gotta play it. Otros, uh, Pacific Drive, Cat Quest 3, Scorn. They did Scorn. They did Chichia. They did Seafood. So they've been doing like stuff like that. That's been and like Seafood got its own secret level episode. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I honestly feel that they don't care about what's happening in the industry like that. Or they don't care what's happening to the industry like that. It's just let's get this bag, let's get this money, and if it crumbles, it crumbles because guess what? We're gonna still have the same big publishers and developers made. Nintendo ain't going nowhere. Microsoft pretty much did. I mean, they saved the industry honestly because you giving all this backing to people. You giving people Game Pass. They're marketing the hell out of Game Pass, which I like. The Call of Duty experiment worked. Game Pass went up through the roof. So I just honestly, Breezy, I don't understand like when people get upset or when people get mad or whatever the case may be, or they try to say that like even with the stuff that's going on with Sony, like they one of the guys who was like they biggest not biggest, but they're one of the main developers just left. He been there for 30 years. Um like we really gotta look and see what's happening in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on.
Mm.
We really gotta
Well, I would say the bubble has popped or is starting to pop because
and let me show it up here.
these
Mm.
balloon budgets of 500 million, 600 million, 700 million dollars for a game that's a copy paste of something that already exists is just not cutting it. And the industry is slowly self-correcting itself. Unfortunately, it comes at the expense of a bunch of people being laid off, which is unfortunate. But a lot of the people who are getting laid off are turning around to form their own indie teams, and they're starting to put out good stuff, like you said. So they will, I feel, or I'm confident in saying that a good majority of them are going to land on their feet. But yeah, this had to happen. Can't have a $350 million game budget, and then you spend 75 million on marketing, and then 125 million on whatever else, and so forth and so on. So just it's bound to happen. Or you're just getting a bunch of celebrity talent, like you're getting like I don't know Samuel L. Jackson and giving him $10 million for a speaking role. It's like this is a bit ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. But I'm glad that we back, man. I'm glad that I know you said you was telling me, well, I don't know. I don't want to spill the beans and speak for
yeah,
you,
I
Bree.
know.
I want you
This is this is a
no
quick
because
pop out. That's what this is.
yeah,
Quick pop out.
cause you still cause I know you still working on the game and did you tell me you got like a new rig or something like that, Breeze?
Yeah, I got a new machine, and it makes things much easier now versus my old machine. I'm looking at Unreal Engine. I got someone who knows all the stuff about Unreal Engine, and they're helping me to slowly transition from Unity over there. Um, and I will say the AI, the Chat GPT stuff helps quite a bit for some things I can't figure out. and whatnot, but I got a lot going on, and I should technically be asleep right now. But
yeah, I appreciate you jumping out here, bro, to do the
but
show
yeah,
with me one more time. And
yep,
you know, we've been talking behind the scenes. It's been a lot of stuff going on with your boy too. It's just we
yeah,
just keep on trucking along and trucking along, and I like that you stay persistent in learning how to do this by yourself. Like I've been playing Balatro all damn day, like in the store. I'm in this like I'm in the car. I'm in the store. I've been playing it ever since I got it because I came late to the party. I got it on my phone, so and I beat it. You know what I'm saying? I did a run and I beat it. Like
nice.
and then I did endless and they cracked me after the first. But because I had I started learning how to line the jokers up and line like I'm not a poker guy. I like solitaire, but but
Yeah,
your boy got to get on out of here. I know you got to hit the sleep, so
yeah,
we about to I'm about to go and well y'all will see it in a minute. Y'all will see it in a minute. I don't want to spoil it. I've been kind of doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to get ready for this Saturday. So you know what I'm saying. Shout out, hold on. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. That's gonna tap in. Sorry about earlier for the reaction. So we just decided to do a recap. Um, and because the stream had died, so I couldn't really, you know what I'm saying. Do it how I wanted to do it. But I'm glad that I was able to do it today and do it with my boy. And I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. So it's your boy, Big Kills
yep,
on your phone. Money still low. Team forever strong, man. We got Breezy in the house.
yep, yep.
And we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.